Hi guys, in this video we will learn how to make a basic PN junction cell and find its output parameters such as quantum efficiency, IV curve and also band gap diagram using A4 HET version 2.5. So first of all, let's see how to download this. It's very easy. Google A4 HET, then click on the very first option, then go here and click on download, then fill few informations here, then submit, and download will start automatically. To know more about A4 HET, you can learn from here. Few of its features are given here, and if you want to learn more about its publication, you can go to publications and A4 HET. Here in publications you can see that all the versions of A4 HET is published in the form of papers. So you can read all this paper to know more about the software, and the latest version used here is version 2.5, which is the 10th paper. It includes the tunneling model. So one of the most important thing to open the software is run as administrator. If you don't do this, then it won't open some of the predefined files that we need for simulation. Now let's start. So you can add as many as layers you want in your cell, like so here I have created 3 layers, but for a normal PN junction diode we just need 2 layers. Topmost layer will be N, the second layer will be P type, so I'm going to delete the layer 3. So let's input layer 1. So here I can manually enter each and every data of electrical properties, defect, optical properties, or I can just load the file which is predefined by the software. I can also customize this predefined software by clicking on standard. So here, as we can see, wherever I take the cursor, it will show the full form of the electrical property. Like here it is showing dielectric constant, here it is showing electron affinity, and here it is showing band gap diagram. So one of the most important thing is band gap diagram. It should not be changed very frequently, and the electron affinity has to be varied to get different types of different results, and we also need to check the doping concentration. The doping concentration of the emitter layer, that is the topmost thin layer, should be very high. That is it is around 1 e raised to 10 raised to 19. And the thickness, here we have taken 0.3 micrometer thickness of layer. We can also change it straight to 10 nanometers or 20 nanometers according to our need. And so what is this optical property? This optical property will consist of a NK file. NK means N means refractive index and K is the extension coefficient. So for this crystalline silicon, software is already providing with the NK file. Along with the crystalline silicon, there's an NK file of many other materials which is given by the software. But for a few other elements like titanium oxide, molybdenum oxide, I've created that on my own. And now if you need to add the defects in your layer, then you can click on add defect, select on single, continuous, acceptor type or donor type, and here you can see that there is a time constant of holes and electron, and diffusion length of holes and electron. This diffusion length and time constant depends upon the total trap density and electron thermal cross section. So by changing this, you can change these two parameters. So one layer can have more than one defect. As you can see, here is 0 vacancy and defect 2. So while making, I can also change the name of this layer. Let's type Now layer 2 will be our p-type semiconductor. You can also change the thickness. Here it is 0.015 centimeter, but we will use a predefined p-type substrate. Yeah. Now, as I said in layer 1, we can also apply it here. Other important thing here to note is the contact orientation. If the top layer is electron selective, then you need to have the front contact as positive, and if the topmost layer is hole selective, then the front contact should be negative pole. So a basic p-n junction diode has the top layer as n-type, which is electron selective, so the front contact will be positive pole. As you can see, it has automatically simulated the band gap diagram. If you want to see this band bending phenomena, you can click and drag to see the band bending at the interface. You can also take the cursor to the point where you want to know the band gap value, like here or here. Now let us calculate the IV curve. So first we need to calculate dark IV curve, because illuminated IV curve takes some of the initial values from the dark IV curve. Without calculating dark IV curve, we cannot calculate illuminated IV curve. So in this set IV cell voltage, we need to increase the number of steps. As many as the number of steps, more will be the film factor, and efficiency will also be a bit higher. So let's take it 20. You can take both by range or individually. There's no problem in both. Now let's click on OK, calculate. Now let's calculate IV curve under illuminated condition. Click on spectral. So here we can also change the side, if we want the light coming from the front side or from the back side. Here we can see in the bottom the open circuit voltage, short circuit current, film factor and efficiency, which is 10.39. Now let's see how to calculate a quantum efficiency curve. Here also we can increase the step, and the range of wavelength that is required can also be changed. Now you can see that quantum efficiency curve has been simulated. Now if you want to access all the results of quantum efficiency curve, IV curve and band gap diagram, then go to result. You can see that cell structure, band gap diagram is present, IV curve and QE curve. So if you want to copy the data, then you can go to numbers. So here all the values of voltage, current and power of IV curve is shown. You can copy it and save the data. You can also save the data directly from here. So last few important things as the interface. So you can also add defects in interface. We generally add defects in interface because in some solar cell structure the band barrier for electron and hole transportation is very high. So to overcome that barrier, tunneling option has been added in version 2.5. So in order to activate tunneling, we need to go to this. Okay, and from here we can also add as many as defects we want. So for such cell structures where band barrier is very high, we need to have the interface very high defect interface. The interface will have defect of both the layers, the upper layer and the bottom layer. And the other important thing to note is the NK data. If you want to add any layer which is not present in the software, then you need to create that NK file. So how to create that NK file or how to get that NK data? The NK data is present online. You can Google it, and one of the site is PV Lighthouse. You can access the NK data from program files of A4HET. So here all the NK data of different materials are present. So you can open these NK files through Notepad. You can create your own NK file and paste here, then you will be able to access it in your layer optical properties. That's it for today. Thank you.